know, I feel like everyone's seen it already. It's probably leaked. Here we go. 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 All right. All right. All right. All right. We're in the house. All right. All right. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my Facebook? Where's my Facebook? I don't know if the Facebook's going to last a half hour. It's a little dead. Oh, I got to charge it. Okay. I feel like everyone should just watch here anyway. Is it out already? All right. Sonic. First impressions. All right. I'm sure it's out. I'm not seeing it yet. I'm not looking at it until noon. I'm absolutely so tired of like these countdowns and then they don't deliver on the countdown. I'm just happy this day is here. After all of this hoopla, the 3-second teasers for a week, we finally get to see Sonic the freaking Hedgehog. Oh man, I am come over to YouTube. I'm so old, I still remember Kaneda on Pinside. Well, it's been 14 freaking years since I've been on Pinside. I don't have any fake accounts. I'm not in there meddling with Robin's site. I don't find any of that activity to be very useful anymore. Oh, what's everybody doing? I saw that like an image of the side of the cabinet was out and I just didn't even want to look at it yet. And it was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it when they want me to do it. And we're going to share screen and we're going to pull up like Jersey Jacks. Like, let's get their YouTube going here. I'm assuming it's going to be YouTube or Facebook. I don't know if there's a website where like it's counting down to. Does anyone have a link to that website? Man, I've been busy working all day, so I'm not feeling the best. So I just can't miss this though. Like this has been such a long. What's weird about all this stuff is nothing is delayed. There was not even like a scheduled release date until like a week ago. So I always find it funny in the world of pinball when we use the word delayed when like nothing was even set. Like something can't be delayed unless it was promised by a certain date. So we've got how much time? I'm wearing my Sega Genesis watch in honor of Sonic. I couldn't find my Sonic t-shirt, but there's also a level of just content creator, when everyone just dresses up like the theme, it gets I don't know. I'm over that too. This immediate endorsement of everything. No. Man, I don't know, man. A good cup of coffee in the morning versus a $15,000 pinball machine. Oh man, why not both? Have you guys all seen? Is it all out there? I'm not looking at anything until noon. So, is it all out? Have you seen everything? Is the playfield leaked? Have all the? I saw a side image of like the right side of the cabinet. I don't want to see it like that. I want to see like the launch video. I want to get excited with seeing everything in totality. So, I saw people saying it looks like Toy Story 2.0, and that's just the red armor is making people feel that way. Let me go over to Patreon and tell everybody to join on Facebook Live now. Hold on. Join on YouTube. Hold on. Let me just write this over here. Did I just mess up? I don't know, maybe. Join me live on YouTube now for Sonic Live first reaction. Okay, let's put that there. Oh man, new pin day. It feels like exhausting. I feel like just like an aunt or an uncle that's been waiting for the baby to be born. That's what it feels like being Kaneda. I'm really worried about the status of this game over my shoulder. Pokemon. Carrie says we're only getting a teaser today. That doesn't make any sense. The game's launching today. It wouldn't make any sense to just get a teaser today. If all they do is launch a teaser, that would be the dumbest thing ever. This is the countdown to launch, not the countdown to being teased. If that's the case, then it's a total fumbled launch. It better be. I want to see everything. I'm just saying this right now. The reality is setting in for me on this game. I'm not willing to wait 2 years for this game to get good. The price of this game is tanking in value. You can now find about 20 Pokemon LEs for sale. And I don't even think you're going to get 13 for a new in-box Pokemon LE. And how long did that take? Not even 4 months. So I think this game's about to I think Sonic's going to send this game into just like it's going to go where every Stern LE goes, down to 10 grand, like right away. Same thing's going to happen to Transformers. It's just Stern is in trouble. They just don't have a product that can even maintain its asking price for like 3 months. This is the stupidest, fastest depreciation in the history of pinball. And they're acting like nothing's wrong here. Nothing's wrong here. Let's just keep giving our customers like just absolutely incomplete games that are tanking in value. While what we're about to see today, I think, is going to be pretty much a fully baked Sonic the Hedgehog. Maybe a few things to come here and there. But it's going to be a fun moment in just 16 minutes. Let's watch it together. I'll pull up the screen here. I hope it's got like a nice video. I know Ralph shot a video. Hopefully that goes live right away. Stern FOMO is dead. It is over. And it's just, they did it to themselves and they've oversaturated. They've burned their customers. And look, again, the positivity happening in the pinball space and all the excitement, it's really happening at the boutique level. And I think Jersey Jack is just the biggest of the boutiques. And Stern is just mainstream, right? It's like we don't get excited when the new Honda Civic comes out. We get excited when the next Ferrari, Lamborghini, the next like Corvette, not the mainstream vehicles. Like you're not really jumping, doing backflips when it's the new like Chevy Cruze. And that's the thing about Stern is like they're the mainstream. They're the everyday pinball machine for the operator. They can't even with a straight face say that they make a $15,000 mass-produced product that's collectible and holds value. Like, no. They should have hired me as CMO 2 years ago. I would have changed the whole narrative around it. I mean that. This is what a marketer is supposed to do. It's all marketing. It's all marketing. These are all marketing decisions. Think about it. A company that can manufacture, they can run circles around everybody else in the manufacturing department. But all the mistakes they have made have, for the most part, been in the marketing department. Right? Re-releases, what they charge for things. That's a marketing decision. It's a marketing decision to charge $20,000 for James Bond's 60th. It's a marketing decision to say that the James Bond 60th topper is going to be exclusive, to sell those games. And then the moment you sell them, you open up those toppers for everybody else. It's a marketing decision to make another Jurassic Park LE, another Elvira LE, a marketing decision to make the Jaws 50th nicer than the Jaws LE. All marketing decisions. They're stuck. Stuck. Looks like Toy Story 4. Well, this is the armor, Don. I mean, that's the only, like, you put red armor with colorful stuff on it, and of course it's going to look similar. So we've got a nice little split here. We've got 90 people on YouTube. We've got 52 on Facebook. I would recommend everybody migrating over to YouTube. It's a nicer visual. And I can share screen of the launch in 13 minutes on YouTube. I can't do that on Facebook. So if you're on Facebook, just go to Kaneda Pinball on YouTube and come hang out here. We've got twice as many people hanging out on YouTube, but whatever floats your boat. But I'm not going to be able to share a screen. Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of reactions to this game, and I think the expectations are very high, which will ultimately lead to some disappointment. I don't think a lot. I think this game is going to really deliver on a lot of levels. If I were to sort of, the thing I'm looking for in these Jersey Jack recent games is mechs. I can't even talk. Mechs, mechanical engineering. Wow. I haven't really seen that. There's not that much in Potter that wows me mechanically. Not in Guns N' Roses, not in Avatar, not in Godfather. You know, this has been a company that the mechanical wow. Let's see what's in this game, right? Elton John didn't have it. They got the gameplay where they needed to get it. And are we going to see a I think we're going to see a combination of all of it. I think we're going to see that magnetic accelerator, the loop-de-loop. I think we're going to see stuff to bash. I think we're going to see maybe a subway in the game. I think we're going to see 4 flippers. I think we're going to get an upper playfield. But, but the mechs. Wonka had it. Did Wonka have WoW mechs? What's the WoW mech in Wonka? Again, there isn't any. It's such a shame because Wonka was supposed to be Toy Story 1 and the spinning gobstopper was Pizza Planet, and it all made much more sense. Dialed In is still their best, a great shooter. Dialed In is not their best. The price dictates that. Dialed In's problem is simply this. It's loaded. Don't get me wrong. Dialed In is loaded. The reason it's not their best is like, it's just not executed very well. And the personality of that game and the call outs are pretty bad. And it was like Pat Lawler's personality. Now, if Pat had given that game over to to voice actors who really had a ton of talent and a narrative that really worked, but it's like Pat Lawler and his mom jeans holding up a cell phone. It's like what a boomer thinks young kids think is cool, like cell phones and drones. And Dialed In is really, it suffers from that SIM card shot, which is basically impossible. And it's so necessary to get through the game. What do you think is the best Jersey Jack game? I mean, easily right now, it's Harry Potter. I mean, without a doubt. Without a doubt, the best Jersey Jack game is Harry Potter. I think I say that. And then I think the second best Jersey Jack game is Elton John. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Potter than Elton John. So someone just said you have 1,328 Patreon members, but only 722 of them pay. What's the benefit to the non-payers? The answer is nothing. So you can join anybody's page for free, but you won't get any of the content. So when I go live, they can't see it. When I put up podcasts, the only thing they get are the free podcasts that I do every once in a while. That's it. So don't think that like, those other 600 people are getting much. They're not getting anything. So it's just, what it is Patreon does that because they want to serve up to them what they could be getting if they paid. They don't get the chat. No, they don't get the chat. At least I think they don't get the chat. I don't think they do. I don't see a lot of the freebies in the chat. Yeah, they don't get much. No chat. I look, dude, Pirates to me still like, we've got 8 minutes to go. The problem with Pirates will always be the same. There's none of the charm of the movies in the pinball machine. You know what I'm saying? It's like Pirates is all about Johnny Depp and Captain Jack Sparrow, and like all the humor and like, oh, you have heard of me, and like, oh, what about the rum? There's none of that in the game. So I always think Pirates is always like the most overrated game, and selecting from 22 characters is maybe the worst beginning of any pinball machine in history. You know why Pirates is considered amazing is because it's so atmospheric, and the upper play it's maybe the most atmospheric Jersey Jack game. But, again, we're well past Pirates. We're 7 minutes away from Sonic the Hedgehog. And Pokemon, you should have had option to select from original 151. I don't know, man. I think what's going to happen as of today is we're going to see a lot of Transformers cancellations. We're going to see a lot more Pokemons go up for sale. We're going to see a lack of orders on Tales of the Arabian Nights from from Pedretti. Totan. I think it's beautiful to be in Spooky's position right now. You don't have to worry about anything. You've sold all your Beetlejuices. David Van Ness is probably watching today. So are the folks over at American Pinball. This is a moment, it's a moment to see what the new bar is going to be. You got a company that doesn't need to worry that much about costs. I think Jersey Jack is a company, and I feel this way when I meet with the Abbas family. I think they've had a pivot. I think they've learned a lot of lessons, and I think their goal now is to make games that are considered to be masterpieces and legacy games. I think they're definitely going to tell Keith Johnson to either just get on board or simmer down, man, because his code has been one of the big problems with Jersey Jack games. He's made them way too complex. He's got to get back to what makes pinball fun and approachable. It's been a big issue with Jersey Jack games over the years. The gameplay didn't feel right. The code was way too complex. So you get people that like role-playing games who would defend these games, but they weren't approachable. They weren't relatable. They weren't easy to understand, and that's been a problem. And so what I expect from Sonic the Hedgehog is a game that reminds us of why we love pinball in the first place. A code that is easy to understand, but not shallow. That's what you want. That is the Lyman Sheets way. You know what's going on. You know how to get to things, and it's still deep. That's what you want. You don't want to be confused right away. There's too many games where you turn it on and you're confused right away. What am I supposed to do? Ozzy, man. See, Ozzy just bought a Transformers LE, and Ozzy's in that place where he's just going to like literally lose $4,000 in 5 minutes. He is about to lose $4,000 in 5 minutes. Transformers LEs will be going for $9,000 in a month. He knows this. They're not even sold out. They're not going to move. I know the fanboys are like, oh, man, we shot it, and it's so much fun. It's not fun losing so much money every single day on a Stern LE. You're going to lose it, Ozzy. You're going to lose it. The Cale Hernandez story about what Optimus Prime was supposed to do. Did you guys read that? I know George is very upset about that. Maybe they're upset because they don't want people to know what could have been. And you could see it in the figure itself. Like, oh, we couldn't get that to work. And that's the thing is like, I don't think we're going to look at Sonic and be like, what could have worked? Now, okay, where am I going for this? Where's the countdown again? Can someone where am I going? Like, am I in Jersey Jack's Facebook page? Like, is it on their YouTube page? I have everything open here. Let's go to Jersey Jack YouTube. Just all Machine Gun Kelly videos right now. Jersey Jack Pinball. Is there a countdown? Look at Vic. Look at Vic. Look at Vic trying to do what I'm doing. I played it. Let's talk about it. Vic there with 27 people watching. Come on, Vic. Get off it, Vic. Get off it. Leave it to Kaneda. Vic's got 27 people. We've got 174. In the ratio of things, we're doing really well. I'm sure Carrie's live too. This was something that I started. Others have followed. Not a hard thing to figure out. Well, we've got in total 145 plus this notion of like we should do live reviews or live impressions of the games. All right, I'm on Jersey Jack's Facebook. I'm on there. I'm on everything. I didn't like the fact that they showed us the topper like they did. I think the whole thing should have been a surprise. Thank you for the $5, Don. I appreciate any donations. Carrie is working no live. Carrie, come on. Come on, man. All that for nothing. Jersey Jack Pinball is watching on Facebook. Jersey Jack, what's up, brothers? We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook. And I'm going to give my live impressions in Jersey Jack, where do I go? Where do I go in 2 minutes? I kind of want to just like refresh the screen. And is it Facebook? They're on here. I don't know if they can type it. Sometimes you can't reply we've got Jersey Jack. We've got 180 people here, 43 here. Like people don't realize in this nano community, it's a lot. It's a lot. Is Vic still streaming with 24 people over there? I played it. It loop-de-loops. It flips. It's fun. It's this. It's that. I haven't played it. That's what's funny is like we get more people hanging out here and they haven't even played it. And there's a reason for that. Because we're going to all share this moment together. Let's go, baby. We got how many minutes? 1 minute. Stop ranting. Where do I go? We're going to watch it here together. I'm going to share a screen. Just someone put in the comments where the link is and let's get the volume up. I don't know where to go. Their website. All right, jerseyjackpinball.com. All right. Jersey Jack Pinball. Here we go. Where's the countdown? All right. We got 16 seconds. Let's share a screen here. All right. All right. Let's go. We got sound going. Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Let's all right, we're at 0. Do I have to refresh? What is that? Where's the where is it? I'm on their website. Let me just go back. Let's refresh their website. It's got the countdown. The countdown's over. Should we go to their Facebook page? Here we go. Here's something more. I have to stop sharing. Hold on. Hold on. Let me stop sharing there. Start sharing. All right. Let's go here.
Come on. I'm waiting. Let's play some pinball.
It's all happening so fast.
Sonic's the name, speed's my game, Sonic Speed. I love this song. Chaos Emerald Multi-Ball. Gotta go fast.
Behold, my latest creation.
Eggman, you're going down.
Fisty. Ooh,
Got him.
curse you, Sonic.
Oh my god, I don't know what I just saw there. I literally feel like I just had a seizure. I couldn't take in any of that. Hold on. Did is that just me? What just happened there? I couldn't process anything happening there. Wh I that was like that was too much. I don't I don't know what I just is that it? Is that all that's out? I I don't like, so I gotta go through frame by frame and pause it? Go to YouTube and watch it. Hold on. It looks cool, man. I like Dr. Robotnik's I just think that video is just gang, none of it gang, wait, none of this is like a hard pass or like I just can't like let me go to YouTube and watch it on a slower speed, but like man, it is a hard video to watch. I kind of just want to see Ralph's featurette if you can put it up right away because like I'm like yeah, okay, let me see if I can slow the speed down. Where is that even? Settings, playback speed. Let's do 1/2. All right. We're gonna do this. Man, that like, but like I'm surprised nobody watched that and was like, man, it's kind of hard to see like anything happening. Which it really is. Like, but here we go. At least we can see like what
Come on.
this is funny.
I'm waiting. Let's play some pinball. Sonic's the name. Speed's my game. Sonic Speed. I love this song. Chaos Emerald Multi-Ball. Gotta go fast.
Behold, my latest creation.
Eggman, you're going down.
Fisty. Ooh,
Got him.
curse you, Sonic.
I'm like it I can't tell if watching it slower was even worse because of the voice is slowed down. Um, so there's going to be a lot more assets. I think when we just see a top-down view of the game, we're gonna be able to process. It looks pretty. Look, it looks pretty cool to me. Um, not impressed at all. Wow. For I think for those of you who are not impressed, I've gotta wonder what's up. What's up? I mean, you've got a huge doctor. He swings out. You've got an upper playfield. I think all of it is hard to process right now, and I'm like shocked. I think this is a case of where they should have just let the content creators' content get out first with more realistic showcasing of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because what we're all feeling right now is just it's like that video is just it's 1 minute and 15 seconds of it's mind boggling. It makes your head spin. I don't think it's a great first like thing to drop. It's too much. I think they're getting too cute with the tools and the AI. I know like Alex is doing this stuff with like the first person point of view of the ball doing the loop de loop. It's too much. It's not really a great first look. Now, the upper playfield flipper gap is the San Andreas fault in action. This game has me more excited than I've been. I just want to see, like, are there assets up anywhere? There has to be. Okay, here we go. Because this is what I want to see. I want to see just like what's happening in this game. Like, let's do this. Let's share. I'm assuming they have it on Facebook now. Here we go. Okay, they've got everything up. Because I think this is going to help us a lot. And I think okay, let's see. I want like a top down. There we go. See, when I see this, I get way more excited. I'm going to share screen. This is like way more exciting to look at. So if I look at this right now, you get a lot better sense of like the game. Wait, there's another video. Website has tulips on asset playfield. Unless you're pumped for the license, this looks average at best. The battle zone and dock is too much like the battle zone and Meowth. I was saying there's there's going to be a very much sort of like Pokemon battle zone in this game. Is there another video? Flipping out has a full video now. Where's that? Let's see. Where's Ralph's video? Let me see if Retro Ralph. I'm shocked his video is not up. Let me see if he's got it. Let me see if he posted it. I mean, this is the whole point of being a content creator is you need your content up right away. I'm surprised all the embargoes haven't lifted on everyone's content right now. Okay. Let me see. I wanted to see if this has got like. All right, let's watch it. Zach's got his video up, so we'll watch that real quick. Hold on. No, but this goes over the gameplay features. This is why Zach beats everybody. He's first to the punch, where everyone else is sleeping. Where's your content, guys? Okay, let's just go to the.
Or okay. Okay, I'm seeing a big upper playfield. Really nice detail here with the targets. I'm not a huge fan of regular stand-up targets. They're kind of boring to me, but not when you do it like this. These are essentially the same thing, but they're integrated perfectly into the theme. They look just like the springs on the Sonic game. And they even have a little bounce back to them. Very nicely done there, too.
That's cool.
And you've got to have a spinner to rip. Wow, it's like a whole other
the
pinball
video's
machine up
so
here.
bad.
I'm loving these ring displays too, all over the.
Oh, hold on. Did I? Let me. I don't. Okay, it might be my fault. I don't know if I set the speed back. Hold on. No, it's at normal. Yeah, it's not. It's laggy. It's laggy on YouTube too.
Playfield and one.
All right, it's laggy on YouTube, so I'm not gonna. Okay. I think there's a lot of really cool details in this game. I think the targets that look like the springs from Sonic are super neat. Yeah, I don't know why the video is at 420. Let me see if I can change that. Hold on. It says, let me see. Let me see if this works better now. Let's see.
Game would be complete without a loop, and this one looks damn cool too. I really like how they got it coming back to the player rather than just shooting the ball up the playfield. One of the pinball moments of this game is what they call spin dash, where you, the player, rev up Sonic's spin before dashing up the ramp, spinning around, flying through the loop, and back to the flipper for some combo speed like no other.
All right. I all right, let me go to. All right, well, we're not gonna watch Vic. So like let me do this. Instead of watching someone else talk about it, let me give you my first impressions, and I'm gonna get back to work because like I I think it looks really neat. I do. I don't I think here's my take. Here's my take. I think what's interesting about JJP now is their model is interesting, right? It's like this unlimited CE model creates a sense of like you can definitely try before you buy, which I like. And I think what's burning everybody lately in pinball is there's no ability to do that anymore in with these other companies. Like we see this with the Pokemon. Everyone who everyone who bought a Pokemon LE never played it, and now we did buy it and we're getting burned. So what I like about Sonic is is everyone who's here right now, all of you, everyone on Facebook, everyone that's on YouTube, we all can play this game, make up our minds about it, and decide whether or not we want to go in on one without having to worry about missing out on any of it. So I think that's like first and foremost, like thank you, Jersey Jack, for having the the courage to do that, because it does take courage to do that. Like we see these other manufacturers are going the opposite route. Now, I think what's happening right now with this game, this like fast Sonic game that is supposedly like, let me see if Vic has got any footage up. Let me just go to him. Sonic. Let's see. I'm surprised Ralph's video is not up. I mean, I was just hoping to play Ralph's video. Like, where is it? I thought he shot something there. Carrie doesn't have any video ready to go. I'm really surprised more of them don't have like stuff to go. Like, let's see. Video. What's Vic's handle? Vic Pinball. Let's see. Let's see. All right, we can. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. Here we go. Ready?
Before you start. Not like old school Sonic where you start at Green Hill Zone. So very cool. On the right side here,
Let's
you
see
have
what
your
he
skill
says.
shot opportunity. Chaos, from my understanding, is like this whole Chaos Emerald thing. Basically, from what I understood, 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7. You got to complete the levels to complete the gems. And then once you complete all the gems, then you get to this whole
Kaneda watching
chaos thing.
Kaneda live watching Vic live. This is
It's
funny.
very, very cool. Now, my only one thing.
Ralph was
when I
late to the
left-
party, man.
Little small missed opportunity. They should have put a spinner here. They should have put a spinner on the left orbit. Because when you hit it, you know, you hear the coins going. There's obviously a switchback here, but no spinner. And I'm like, ooh, a little bit of a missed opportunity. That's my opinion. I wish there was a spinner there. I was talking to Steve Ritchie while we were here with this whole battle target. Like I said, you can see the drop target right here. He's mentioned something where I was like, is there a magnet underneath here? And he's like, yep. He's like, if we didn't have the magnet, we would have put a center post.
That's what that is
so
about.
He's like, because we have a magnet, we took out the center post idea. Again, it's amazing. It's not difficult to get up to the upper play field, but when you have like boss battle ready, hurry up, get up there, you feel like the tension. You're like, oh my gosh, what are we doing? I'll be honest, it's like to dial in the shots here, you have quite a few shots here. So this right here feeds.
It's
I would
funny
assume
when
if you hit this
when we say I'll be honest and we're like content creators talking about pinball like we're about to lie to you.
Side here. And you can see that they do have a spinner on the upper play field. I wish it was where the rings are, not coins. I got flamed in the comment section for saying that. But yes, that is like your main gist of it. Now, from my understanding, I think they're still waiting for some approvals. I'm talking to my buddy that got to play it. I think they're still waiting for a couple of approvals. That's why we're not seeing a featurette just yet, unless they're waiting for like an hour for the featurette to air. But
all right,
again, it's Sonic. It's a video game under glass. It was an awesome experience for somebody that's played Sonic. It was awesome, and of course, Steve Rich is like, pick your level. I was like, I'm going Green Hill. I want to hear the song, and sure enough, just like the trailer, it's there. You have like there's like the modern one. It's not. I don't think it was this one.
I think what we're all feeling a little bit is just it's a little. I don't know. I'm just trying to wonder, like, you know, I'm just trying to process the. I'm reading the room here. I'm reading some of these reactions. I'm reading on Facebook. I think I think they're hitting with too much. And I think the launch and breaking it up the way they did, and then that video, which is way too much on the AI and the weird, like they need to, because here's why I mean that. We've like freaked out over seeing just a top-down view of a game. And letting everyone just get excited about that. Like, I honestly, here I go again. I think that that's a better way to get people excited about a game. I think what we're feeling right now is an overwhelming barrage of content in a world in which there's already too much content, in a world in which there's already too many people talking about everything all at once. And I think what they should have done, again, just to like get people a little bit more excited about this, is just a beautiful 4K high definition top down image of the game. Like, you could just give that a couple days before you do the featurettes and let everybody like have a little bit of, bring themselves to the content a little bit. I think this is one of the issues when you just like unload like this, something that's fast and colorful. I think capturing it and translating it through this medium isn't the greatest. Well, you know, I also just don't think anyone who's like a Sonic fanboy who's been enjoying the IP for 35 years or 30 years, whatever it is, and you tell them you can enjoy the next Sonic game for 10 to $15,000. Like I get, look, there's a big gap between what people normally pay to enjoy Sonic the Hedgehog and this. So we saw this with Pokemon. There's not really a migration, if you will, of IP fans that migrate over in the numbers we think to pinball. It's a very, very, very niche and expensive migration for a lot of these fans. Um, I guess what I'm just sort of feeling inside right now is because we knew it was Sonic for so long, and we built up expectations for very, very long. Um, it looks cool. Like I there's nothing like it's weird. I can't quite put my finger on it. Like I'm not disappointed in anything I see. And there is stuff in there that looks like it could be real wow stuff in there. That's a fun moment of wow. I would like it just I just think you have to play it. And that's the thing is like like for example, like Transformers, I'm immediately turned off by the lack of Optimus transforming. Okay. It was easier, a lot easier for Stern to showcase what's in Pokemon than it is for Jersey Jack to showcase what's in this game. And I think that's what is a lot of you are probably feeling right now is fully experiencing this game. And because here's like, I'm going to say something and I mean this. I think this is a prime example of a game that would have been better off revealed at a show where thousands of us were at. It just felt like it needed more of that energy in the room, more of that energy. Like, and I think the way this rolled out on the, following up on Pokemon disappointment and Transformer disappointment. And it's almost like a lot of us are just kind of getting to a place now where we're seeing some incredible stuff, but everything's starting to kind of be pulled in a little bit to this reality. And the reality is our expectations are sky high because the prices are sky high. And everyone only has X amount of room. And it's getting harder and harder to sort of justify all of it. Right. And I feel that way about all of it. Like everyone's just, it's getting harder and harder to justify that you need another new pinball machine today. Like you need to order it today. And you need to go in on a game now, right? Before the games are done. I mean, with this game, I mean, the truth is there's no urgency or FOMO to buy it right now. I mean, I like that about it. I think this game looks really fun, really cool. It's Sonic, right? Now, what I didn't see, and I'm just like what I didn't see, and what I'm missing a little bit is I was hoping to see some real speed from the front of the game all the way around. Like I wanted Sonic to lap this game a la Hyper Drive in Star Wars, a la High Speed, Getaway 2, whatever I don't see that magnetic charge up the ball. He's flying around the game with that uncontrollable, like there should have been a way to fire him from the lower left, loop to loop down the middle, all the way around, back again, back, and then come back again. Like the way we used to do it in the video game, you go back and forth like super fast. Like NASCAR's got it. I just was hoping there would have been a real like Sonic moving through this thing in a way we've never seen a ball move through in a pinball machine. And I think that if I were to put my finger on what I was hoping to see, that seems to be Yeah, and even like the loop-de-loop, in my honest opinion, the fact that they couldn't sculpt it to look like the Sonic loop-de-loop from the game, the brown and the dark and light brown checkered loop-de-loop with the grass on top. The fact that that's not in there feels a little like could have been done. And I would have had the loop-de-loop happen from left to right so you could see it. Like you could almost create this illusion like you're going from a pinball machine, which is vertical, to a really cool moment in the game where he horizontally loop-de-loops. So I definitely was expecting a little bit more like roller coaster tycoon insanity in this game. And that's the one thing where if I'm looking at it, like Wireform's like going in crazy places, like I feel like there's more crazy Wireforms happening in Avengers even. And again, when you think about Sonic, like the ability for him to jump up, and boing around, and I feel like even him getting into the upper playfield, that sensation of him getting fired in, because so much of Sonic is him firing into a place. So the other thing, if I were to just again nitpick a little bit, more of the sort of the Aerosmith mech or the milk can shot from Houdini, like really firing Sonic across the playfield in some incredible way. So that's just like, other than that, I think the upper playfield looks cool. I love all the details. I love Dr. Robotnik swinging out. It is kind of funny that we've got now Pokemon and Sonic with two very similar battle arenas where the villain swings out on an arm. I don't think do you bash Dr. Robotnik? Is it going in the Kaneda house? I got to be candid, gang. I asked Killian which theme he wanted to replace Pokemon with, Transformers or Sonic, and he said Transformers. You can't really ask a 5-year-old anything because what they love changes every month now. I kind of love it about them. I mean, we're kind of the same. Like the fact that as grown men, we always need more games. Oh man, I think the Stern Premium is the dumbest buy on the planet. Almighty Yogurt. I love that I'm talking to a guy named Almighty Yogurt, but the Premium is the dumbest buy possible. Why would I buy a Transformers Premium when I can just wait 3 months and get a Pro for the price of a Premium? Wow. So I'm just reading something from Hylas. He said, you think this is an empty game? I'm confused by that. This is not an empty game. And I don't like when we say stuff like that. Like, what do you mean this is an empty game? Led Zeppelin is an empty game. How is this an empty game? I'm leaning towards Transformers over Sonic. Well, look, here's the good news. You can play both games and make up your mind. The biggest tragedy is JJP still doesn't have a score bit replacement. Yeah, I don't know if there's any internet connectivity with this game. I don't know if there's new hardware in this game. I don't know if there's a new computing system in this game. But I do think that there's it's a beautiful looking game. I mean, it's a $15,000 game. The topper is super cool. It's very colorful. I think when you stand over this game, it's going to really pop. I do think standing next to this game and then going over to Pokemon will make my Pokemon look like a $6,000 game. I know that for sure. So, but I am reading the room a little bit. I'm reading a little bit of mixed excitement. I think here's my take on that. I do think most of us are in our 40s and 50s. I'm just going to throw this out there. Most of us are in our 40s and 50s, and we are not in our in our 40s and 50s. We are not obsessed with Sonic anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the roll of the dice with these nostalgic properties. There is a level of I don't in my current day click with this like I used to, right? And so there's a level of there's sort of a risk you take with nostalgic properties of what is nostalgic for adults and what is stuff we're nostalgic for when we were kids, but we don't currently geek out with it. Now, Sonic is still huge. It's a huge property, but there is just a level of what do you have more nostalgia for, Sonic or Back to the Future? Goonies will run the same issue. Like, how many times in a row can you watch the Goonies movie as an adult before? And this is always an issue with pinball machines and sort of the way they integrate a theme we grew up with is by nature, the fact that the theme is just constantly coming at you, it's hard sometimes not to feel some sort of fatigue and almost, this is the thing with all these games is like after a while, like how many times can you keep unlocking the same moments and modes and scenes from these things before you just kind of like can't take it anymore? Now, I would say there are certain movies and properties where you never get tired of it. And there's some that you do. But I think there are some similarities to Pokemon in this game. I think there might be more stop and go in Sonic than there even is in Pokemon. Pokemon doesn't have much in it, but it is rewarding to shoot. It has some great flow in Pokemon. But I don't know. Am I like, what do you guys think? I just want to read. Can you guys do me a favor? Both on Facebook. I've got 38 people here on 145 on YouTube. I just want to hear, if you could do me a favor, if you can, if you're not driving and you have your keyboard, I just want to read each of your first impressions out loud because I want to know what you think. And again, I kind of don't feel like we've seen enough, or obviously we haven't played enough, but there's just, I feel there's a fatigue in this hobby. I think it's because of the pricing, and I think it's because of I think everything's oversaturated and there's too much content and there's too many games even. But let's see what you say. I hope gameplay is very good. Presentation wise, it's a JJP. It looks great. Too soon to give it a real first impression, of course. What else we got? What else are you guys feeling right now? I mean, what's nice about it's the ultimate wait and see. Initially underwhelmed, not enough cool ball paths, huge missed opportunity for under playfield ball movement on wire forms back to the upper flipper. Yeah, it would have been cool to see Sonic go underneath the playfield and come back up, a la Ghostbusters Subway. I don't really care about Pokemon or Sonic, and the Pokemon reveal put a much bigger smile on my face than this. First impression, I'm buying back Pirates of the Caribbean, said Dan. I think someone just hit it there. And I don't know what it is about. I do agree that it just didn't put the same smile on our faces that even Pokemon did. There just seemed to be a different vibe around the Pokemon launch with the people there and Jack Danger. And like, I get that the Pokemon code is not there, but it's just, I don't know. It's hard to quite understand why we feel the way we feel. I'm glad it matched the games as I remember from my Genesis days. I don't see any speed kill moments. Screen looks great as JJP does well. Music sounds great. There's iconic sounds there. I'm just not seeing $15,000 worth of a machine. Game looks awesome to me. I think there's a lot you're missing. There always is more to JJP than, for sure. I mean, I have to play it. I don't love the art. Maybe expectations are too high. Going to have to play. Yep. As an operator, I still need to see more gameplay footage. Even the arcade edition at 10K, I think the upper playfield is going to get worn to hell in a few thousand plays. Loop is meh. I too was hoping for more wireforms and launching mechs from one obstacle to the next. But the topper arcade would be the best. Looks cool, not feeling like I have to have it. CE will lose value quickly. There's no FOMO because it's not limited. Meh, my cache is safe, waiting on next spooky. Not enough retroness. It's interesting. Okay. I had a Transformers LE on order, canceled that, and was hoping Sonic would blow me away, but it doesn't yet. Okay. Just tuned in. I thought it was tomorrow. I found Evil Dead clunky, but I still like the theme. Loop should be horizontal, and a double loop would be even more. Sonic looks amazing as a typical JJP. I bet Transformers has better shots, much better code and understanding of the objects. Give me Goonies with this level of detail. Not crazy about the theme. Having a huge upper playfield is such a crutch. You know, it's going to be working on a game with a huge upper playfield is something that we all know is a nightmare. Looks like it started out as a Black Knight and then changed to Sonic later. I don't think that was the case at all. I want to know what JJP's plan for replacing the upper playfield is when it gets cloudy. For me, Pokemon playfield immediately looked fun. I'm not sure. Okay. Look at this guy. For F's sakes, this is such a limited video, and you seem like a whiny baby. Well, wow. Pinball Wizard, thank you, brother. Join the club. I'm simply reading people's comments on the game. Sorry for if that's me being a whiny baby. But thank you for hanging out on my page and nobody else's, you effing loser. I love when people come on my page and they're like, you seem like a whiny baby. I'll hang out on your page. #1 pinball podcaster for 6 years in a row, buddy. Check it out, Pinball Wizard. You're nobody. I was expecting King Kong. Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's gonna be one of those where look. I think I'm gonna get game time on this game. I think this week, so I will play it at Automate it pretty soon. Yeah, I'm here for the whiny baby. Oh, sorry, George. Pinball Wizard was talking about somebody else. See, this is the law. This is like the Kim and Peele skit. Pinball Wizard, I'm sorry, man. I have no idea who's saying what. So someone was calling someone else a whiny baby, and I called that guy a loser. Gotta love social media. It's it's okay, man. It's okay. That was kind of funny though. Jersey Jack is what? Yeah. So like, look, I think here's the thing. I don't think this has got a the same reaction as Potter. And it seems like not even Pokemon. I think this is going to be one of those games where everyone's going to have to jump on it and play it. Now, you know what's going to happen next, right? You guys know what's happening next. You're absolutely going to get inundated from the distros and dealers to buy one right now. And I just encourage everybody to jump on it, play it, make up your mind. I think it's going to obviously be much more impressive in person. I mean, Jersey Jack games do just that. But I just like, I think this is a weird year for pinball. The Yukon Yeti or Sonic. I think we're all spoiled. There's just a plethora of games coming out. And, I think that, that's just the reality. And because there's so many games coming out, I think we're all going to be a little gun shy. And you can't blame us. And look, there's like Fifth Element, there's Goonies, there's Back to the Future, there's Sonic, there's Harry Potter, there's Beetlejuices. I mean, they haven't even made half the Beetlejuices yet. People have to still pay for those. So at some point, people will run out of room. Right? Some people, and we're pretty much there for most people. Meowth over Dr. Robotnik. Do you bash Dr. Robotnik or not? Yeah, there's a lot in this game. I mean, there's a lot in this game. What I don't know is, how it will feel. I'm sure it's going to play fine. I mean, it's a Steve Ritchie game. So I look forward to playing it. The response to me, and I mean this when I say this, I do think they should have launched it a little bit differently. And I mean that. And I think there was just too much of the teasing so that, you know what I'm saying? Like we should be like, wow, look at the cabinet also on day one, the sparkle. But like you give away all these things, the top or the sparkle, you give away all these things. It then becomes hard to have that moment. So I think there's just, again, it's no harm, no foul. I mean, I just keep thinking like there was more like giddiness around the Pokemon launch with half as much in it. It just goes to show you, like, as humans that are now inundated in an oversaturated content world, you do bash Robotnik. As humans that are inundated with so much content, hitting with too much content or content that's going by you too quickly, it's a hard thing to capture. I mean, pinball is a hard thing to film, but I think they need to dial it down a little bit. I do. I think they would have been better off with one player point of view of the play field, and just like I would have had it like all black, and then slowly like it's sort of like it it goes from being faded out to like seeing everything over like a 24-hour period, which could have been really fun, or like a 5 hour, like an hour long period, and get everybody in to see it the right way. Cause again, like when everyone's going all over the place and Vic's saying this and Zach's saying that and Retro Ralph's got his up, and like it's just as a marketing guy, I don't know, man. I think there's like just a different way to approach some of this stuff. And it's not always easy. I mean, and I do think every game should be launched differently. That's another thing an issue I have with pinball launches. I think everything just follows a little bit of a formula, and you gotta do everything differently. Like I would even say like at 15,000 Sonic CE, should they have limited it to 1,000 units? Right? Like, should they have made it limited? Like, are they going to sell 2,000 of these, 3,000 of these like Potter? I don't know. I don't think it's going to move like Potter levels. But the good news for all of us as buyers is the gold armor was something I used AI to generate. That's not real. So I got to get back to work. I'm excited to play this game this week. I'm a little bit overwhelmed by all the pinball coming out on top of each other. I think it's scary to me that 3 pinball machines can still cost you $45,000. I'm just going to put things in context. My wife lost her job. My mom's going through a health thing, and I'm just like, it's just sometimes when I see these things, I'm like, and I'm just trying to, Father's Day made me very reflective of like the wanting to be a better dad, and what I want to teach my children and teach, and also how I want to improve myself as a human being, because we should never stop improving. And I'm feeling a little bit like we've just got too much, man. There's this great analogy like to having to hold. And all we want to do is we're so good at like buying more of everything. And I think happiness in life sometimes is just learning how to appreciate what we have. And again, I just think there's just so much new pinball happening all on top of itself with remakes and remasters and new games. It's just at some point, it's see, this is what's funny to me. Zach Many over here says you bash Robotnik, and Vic is saying you don't. You bash a sensor under there. How is there confusion on that? It looks like it's a sensor. I doubt you're bashing him, because if you were hitting him, you would be breaking that sculpt. Now, I just like I really am feeling like the answer to happiness in life is taking care of your body, taking care of your health, and taking care of your finances. And I mean this when I say this, like, we're in an over consumerism world where like every month, every week, every day, you just go on social media and everyone's just asking you to buy the latest new thing to feel good, to feel happy, to feel this, to feel that. And to actually buy another pinball machine when you already have so many has to be magical. It has to be like worth it. And I think some of us are still living in that old world where like you could just buy everything and it doesn't lose much value. And you just like, okay, like I'll own it before I even like know if I want it. And that's not like working out. And I want to help steer you guys in the right direction. I want you to help steer me in the right direction. It doesn't mean we can't geek out over these games and get excited about these games, but there's a big difference between excitement, impressions, going to play this game and enjoying it, and writing a check for like $10,000 to $15,000. That's what broke people say. I'm not broke. I that doesn't make any sense to me. Look, you can be. I'll tell you this. I live in towns where that house right there is 3.5 million. The one down the block is 8 million. It's not about money, man. I live in these towns where people have nothing but money. Most of them alcoholics, divorce. Like on, they don't fix their families. They abandon them. Like I'm going on a weird tangent here, but like it's not about money, man. It's not about money. It's about they're literally asking, like, you add up the totality of like all these games. Who's buying all these things? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I know you're trolling me, man. I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm tired. I just wanted the launch content to make me feel a little bit more giddy than it did. Do you guys agree? I just felt like it was way too fast. It was way too seizure inducing. That was not a good launch video. I'm going to like just be honest. That was not the best foot forward on this game. It's too much. I watched it 3 times. It's too fast. It doesn't matter if it's a minute. Like I almost prefer George Gomez be like, hey, my name's George Gomez, and here's Elliot Eisman, and here's Optimus. He don't transform, but at least you can see him not doing anything. At least, like when we saw Guns N' Roses for the first time, there's something about it. It's like, I feel like I don't know, man. Like, I don't need that ball point of view. This is the thing. It's like, and Alex, I know you're listening, man. Alex is making these videos. We don't need the point of view of the ball, because you know what I can't relate to? What it feels like to be a pinball flying through a pinball machine. Why would that sell me on the game? The ball point of view is annoying. Never do it again. And it's like, oh, I'm not impressed. Yeah, do you want to buy it now for $15,000? Like, what is it like? It'd be like strapping me. I don't know. It'd be like strapping me to a fishing lure and showing me the point of view of the bait. Like, I don't want that. I want to see the shark. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, all this matters. And I'm just surprised that nobody like saw all that. Because this is the thing. It's like, maybe don't turn on all the whiz bang tools you have in your arsenal. Maybe don't like overbake it. Like, maybe just realize, like, man, I don't know, man. They just showed a top-down view of Godzilla and everybody loved it. They just showed that's it, man. Like, they all loved it. Yeah, the upper playfield scratching is going to be something that I can't solve. I don't know, man. Like, have we ever seen a clear plastic that hasn't either scratched or fogged up? Maybe they, I don't know. Again, I don't know. Look, I know when they put this game next to a Stern machine, it's going to like just look twice as nice. I know that. And let's all go play it this week. It's going to be out there in the world this week. And thank you guys for being members. Thank you for hanging out here. And my advice to everybody is go play it. I don't think this is a send in your money now right away. I don't think anything is that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at least for Jersey Jack, like, they've given us the opportunity to do that and not miss out. I think this is a go play it. Don't buy it before you've played it. make sure like, you want it and you want to own it. Bring some headphones, plug it in, hear it all. And it's, you know, I think when we hear the sounds and the call outs and the music, it's gonna have all the charm of Sonic. It's just whether or not you want the charm of Sonic. Because I think the theme integration is great. I think they could have gone further with more crazy wire forms and really like, the way Sonic bounces around his world. Not seeing that as much here as I thought we were. And I think it just needed that one thing, man. It needed that one Sonic getting charged up at the bottom of the apron and flying through the air and hitting Dr. Robotnik on like a 3-foot freaking, jump. And that's like the one thing I feel like it's just like, could we just, they did it in Houdini. Yeah, wraparound orbits. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think Elton still looks like it might shoot even better. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta jump into 1:00. Love you guys. I spent my lunch hour with you guys. It's been a lot of fun, but not that much fun, but pretty much fun. And thank you guys for all the support. If you're not a member of Kaneda's Pinball Podcast, please join. Show your support. Lots of content coming. I've seen Back to the Future and I've seen this. More opinions on that coming. All right. You have to sign up though to get them later. Later, guys.